Hi everybody, I'm Ernie and I love America. Sure do. Before I get started, I want to thank a couple of people. I did get some information from them. I want to thank fellow YouTuber, One Celtic American, and I also want to thank humanevents.com for some of the information that I will be giving you here. Well, here's the fact. Obama has been talking about lowering taxes for 95% of Americans. And I don't know how the hell he's going to do this. Not only is he the Messiah, but I guess he's a magician too. I don't know how he's going to do it. When 40%, well 30 to 40% of Americans don't pay any income tax at all. So that's going to relate to a lot of welfare checks for somebody. So a lot of people are going to get a free ride, and then they're going to get a boost for their free ride. I just don't think that's the kind of economics we need in this country. It's true, we're messed up right now, but something like this is not going to help. Plus the fact that he's not going to raise taxes for anybody making less than $250,000 a year. Well, that's pure BS, because there's no way his plan will work unless all of us get our taxes raised, and that includes anybody with a 401k who's going to get taxed for capital gains. So any of those of you with IRAs and a little bit of money where you're going to make a little bit of money, you're going to get taxed on that. You're going to get taxed on it more by Barack Obama regime. Here's a little note that you may not know right now, but I'm going to bring it back to your attention. Obama is really in support of driver's licenses for illegal aliens so that they can go wherever they want and get credit cards. And in one case, a gentleman who had a legal driver's license in this country bought a plane ticket and then flew into one of the World Trade Centers. That illegal alien's name was Mohammed Atta. Yeah, he had a legal driver's license. Another thing that Obama has been talking about lately is the draft. He actually really, I think, wants to bring back the draft. And with a Democratic Congress and Democratic Senate, he shouldn't have any problem. But the problem with that is he also wants to draft women 18 age and over. And I just cannot see my granddaughters in an infantry platoon carrying an 80-pound rucksack. They're really wonderful girls, but I just don't think they're ever going to be able to carry an 80-pound rucksack and go into combat with a rifle on their shoulders. I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't want it to happen. And now he's talking about a possible war in Sudan. I don't know what the hell we're going to go to Sudan for. I don't even know where, what they've done. They have no weapons of mass destruction. I don't think they have a navy. They probably don't even have an army. So I got to look into that, and I'll get back to you on this possible war in Sudan. And the other thing that bothers me with Hussein Obama, he never answers any questions. Nothing is ever answered. He won't answer about his birth certificate. He won't answer about any of his programs. I think it's because the man's an elitist and he thinks he's got this in his pocket. He's already King Obama. And I don't think he's going to answer any questions unless we really put pressure on him. We haven't got a lot of time to do that, Americans, so get out there and let's help get some pressure on this guy. You do not want an Obama regime. Obama was talking to a plumber a while back, a few days ago. I think it was in Pennsylvania somewhere. And he said he wants to spread the wealth. That's already been done. It's already been tried anyway. It's not even an original idea. The original idea was proposed by a gentleman named Karl Marx. Sort of a take from the rich and give to the poor thing. It doesn't work. It never has worked. And I really don't think it's an American value. Of course, I wouldn't expect Obama to have any American values anyway. Obama doesn't offer change you can believe in. What he is offering is change that will replace our American culture and our values. With socialist ideas he will institute immediately upon his presidency. He's attacking the very Judeo-Christian values that this country was founded on. And we've had these values since 1776. And I think it might behoove all of us Americans to remember those values and not let someone take them away from us. Because if we lose the values and we lose our morals, we're going right back into socialism. This is one of the reasons we left the island in the Atlantic in the first place. Here's another little deja vu thing for you. Hanoi Jane. Hanoi Jane Fonda is back on the road again. She's back on the Obama bandwagon. She and her liberal friends have raised over $1 million for Democratic Senate candidates. And what this would do, it would help take control of the government. If the libs get a 60% or 60-seat House filibuster-proof, we're in trouble. If they have 60 people in that Senate, the conservatives will be powerless to stop anything put forth by the radical liberal left agenda. And what will we get for that with an Obama presidency? Well, we're going to get a liberal Supreme Court. 2, maybe 3 judges could be appointed in just a 4-year term with Obama. I think we have enough liberal judges on the Supreme Court now. You know your taxes are going to get raised. That's another point. They're going to be higher gas prices with Obama because he is not going to allow drilling. He says he does on TV, but believe me, with the House and the Senate and him all in power, there isn't going to be any new drilling anywhere in or around this country. It's also going to lead to big giveaways to liberal trial lawyers and big labor bosses. And those big labor bosses right now would like all of us to belong to the union, regardless of where we work. Now, unions were a good thing at one time. They still are in some places. But they don't need total control. They don't need to be in the ballot box with a union member voting or with a non-union member voting. All right? That's one of the freedoms that you're going to give up if Obama gets in the presidency, if he gets in the White House. Forced membership in a union is not a democratic idea. It's a socialistic idea. All right? And don't forget some of Hussein's friends. My friend, one Celtic warrior, gave me a little quick list of some of the guys. I'm going to throw a couple at you that I didn't have on my list a video or 2 ago. I don't think I mentioned the Reverend Flager. I don't think I mentioned Jesse Jackson or Mark Rudd. Oprah Winfrey, Al Sharpton, Rashid Khalidi. I mentioned Ayers and Dorn. I think I mentioned Hamas. But how about Frank Marshall Davis? How about all the clowns on the View television show? There's a group. Che Guevara, Ellen DeGeneres, Stevie Wonder, and of course our favorite Navy captain, John Kerry. Obama's Muslim family of origin, and Louis Farrakhan. How about 1 million radical Muslims? Those are his friends too. Keith Ellison, Jody Evans, Cindy Sheehan. Now there was a real true American right there, Cindy Sheehan. Of course, the Democratic Congress with a 9% approval rating. They're behind Barack Obama, so we could have more of that in the next 4 years. And that would include Maxine Waters and John Murphy and all those clowns. Deval Patrick, and of course our friend Al Gore, who wants to save the world. Ted Kennedy, I think I mentioned Ahmadinejad, the Ayatollah, Fidel Castro, all the liberal freaks in the world. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, Kim Jong-il, the ghosts of all liberals past. And of course, again, all the freaky liberals who are wandering around our country trying to find ways to destroy it. Anyway, I personally want to thank all my new subscribers, and I want to thank you for the confidence that you have in me and for your continued support, and also all my friends, my new friends, and all my old friends. I appreciate all your comments and all your ideas. I'm getting some really good ideas from you. It takes me a while sometimes to get them on tape, but I'm keeping a record, and we will get to them. We got 2 weeks to go, well, 3 weeks to go, and I will try to get to everything that I can. I want the American people to know what we know, and the mainstream media is not going to help us out. So it's going to take us to do that. If it wasn't for the mainstream media, Barack Obama wouldn't have got out of the primaries. I mean, for God's sakes, man, the man can't even get a security clearance, and he wants to be the president of the United States. I can get a security clearance in about a week. He would never get one because of his past associations and where he stands. I mean, he won't even put his hand over his damn heart when the national anthem is played. That's not an American president to me, okay? Anyway, thank all of you for your support, and God bless all of our people in harm's way. the firemen, the emergency workers, the ambulance drivers, the nurses and the doctors, and all the policemen. And to all my friends, I want to say God bless America, and we've got to stay together on this thing, and we've got to save this country from a Barack Hussein Obama regime. We can't let that happen to our country. We've worked too hard for too long. All right? So thank you, and get out there and help people get to the polls. And remember, I love you and I love America. God bless the United States of America. Thanks.